Hey, professional. Welcome to a drag show. I'm Grandfather Jacobs, and we are talking to a contestant taking part in the Mr. and Mrs. Southern Western Cape, which will be on the 1st of November, which is only 180 rand, not the 220 that we spoke about, 180. What are you?
So I'm Valden Prince, so most of them know me as Victoria Khalifa.
Oh, wait, Anna Khalifa, but your family?
Yes, she's my sister.
Okay,
We are part of the house of Khalifa.
which consists of how many people? That's your chosen family, I believe.
Yes, this is my chosen family. There's two houses actually. There's the Kiki house. And
Tell me about the Kiki house.
yes, and then we have our drag performance house. So that is the one that was started first. That's with all of us. And the Kiki house is to do ballroom. So they're very different because ballroom is
Like, ballroom?
no, like.
Oh, you mean? Oh,
Yeah.
It's
We're not there. We're not there.
Okay. So the one is for competitive ballroom, the other one is for performance volgens helm.
Yeah.
Is it a money making thing?
It's more so because when you become part of the house of people, you find out that everybody has very different strengths. I'm not the person who can dance.
So what is this? What do you contribute to this house? The foundation of this house? The Dutch vanilla.
So I'm more of a ballad queen. So I perform ballads. I like to do South African songs or Disney. I love Disney. So I bring it through with my drag. They won't be like choreography. I won't do dance drops. I won't just split because I can't go in either. If I fall,
Can you do this?
no, I don't. So that's also why I was saying that you leave the queens who can do it, they can do it perfectly. I don't have to think that they do it.
So you are a drag performer.
Yes.
What made you decide to take part in the male category of this?
So, entering Southern, a lot of people expected me to enter as Victoria. Even on the day when I auditioned, a lot of people were shocked to hear from me.
You handsome man.
But then it was more so to push myself out of my comfort zone. So I can show up in drag, I can do the wigs, I can do the makeup, and then show up as a whole different person. But I really wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone where I can show up as me. And it's something that I was scared to do, but that's why I'm doing it. It's really to make me feel more comfortable.
Is it the same extrovert, introvert thing? In drag, I'm an extrovert, but when I am in my skin. Is this your skin?
Yeah.
Sort of. Very fashionable skin.
I work in the fashion industry. So.
You too?
Not now. I come from fashion industry. I worked there for 3 years. I work in corporate now.
What type of fashion industry?
I worked as a visual merchandiser.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's why visually you look so.
Yeah, so I see it in my head.
And is that one of the skills that you learned that you move into your drag life when you get to the fact that you can identify beauty?
It was more so that I can come up with concepts and drag, or even like for the pageant now, I have to come up with concepts and there needs to be a story behind it. And for me, I like to do my research before I do something. So even when I do drag performances, like when I perform either first or Zulu songs, I first need to do my research on what it means, or what the background is. When I've done Bollywood songs, so you need to do research. These are other languages, it's not my own. And a lot of
Drag came to anything about you.
ancestors. So,
Okay, right.
and that's something I actually learned through this pageant. It got me to speak to different people about within my family, and I got to learn a lot about where we come from, because my theme was inspired by my heritage. And that's why I'm so excited for the theme way, but I'm also very nervous for everything because I've never done a pageant before, and I just have my story.
And gives a mystery according to that idea.
Yes.
He also took part in pageants. He took part in Pride, and he came first one, and he fell in love with that. And ever since then, he just stopped taking part in female pageants. Do you think that's something? Wait, listen. Did you win pageants in your drag?
Yes. I ran second princess for must be South Austria for 2024.
Look at you!
And that's why some people expected me to do
Yes.
that this year. But it was the challenge. It was really to get myself into a different line. And also to show people that I'm more than just drag.
Yes.
I can be a masculine and feminine individual. I can bring that through. But I definitely not the aim for the.
Is it easier in male?
I must say,
No, sorry, I need a England now for this. Is it male? A guy taking part in a pageant for guys and girls. The girls doing drag, the guys doing. I don't know. Boy drag equals stick boy drag because it's an LGBT term.
Yeah.
So in boy drag, which is your skin, I believe, in boy drag. Which one is easier? Because something
I must say, the makeup I don't spend 4 hours, 3 hours. So I didn't have to wake up 5 o'clock like that week. I could wake up, but my hairstyle takes time. I just make sure that I'm properly groomed for these things. So it does take time, and the preparation can, luckily for boy drag, it can take place before the day. So like you can go to the barber the day before. You can get your nails.
You go to Markham's on the day of your pageant and not worry about fittings.
No. This is not going to be reflected. A suit needs to fit properly. And
do you have gender skills? Can you tell me that for us? Because you
I
come
can
from a
sew.
you can sew, that's good.
But I'm not a tailor. I didn't study it. I'm self-taught. I taught myself from TikTok. As a drag queen, you might be able to sew something together quickly. So.
Meals of this. Okay guys, it's the phone. Yeah. I'm also learning these things even though I've been in it for so long. But it must be so taxing because these equipment that I use is expensive.
Yes.
So do you live the expensive drag life?
No. I'm so sorry.
But you didn't study dancing.
A lot of my
No
a lot of my music was lifted.
Yeah.
Or it actually comes from my drag wardrobe. Because a lot of what I wear is female clothing because it's more flattering to the body. But I don't believe in expensive drag. I can't because there's so many other aspects of my life. I'm also a photographer. My equipment for that is expensive. There's other areas of my life that are also put differently. So I cannot have another thing taking like a lot of mine. No. That needs to, but so I do, but it's like sometimes drag on a budget because I always look for a sale. I look for the dresses on sale. Then I Shein. I get the dress on sale on Shein and then I alter it according to what I want. So I make it mine. And I think that is very important to be able to make things your own. Because it's easy to buy a product or have people make things your own. But you also need to be able to bring your concept to life.
So the skills that you have, how are you going to apply that when you win?
Well, for me,
Have you thought that far?
for me, the whole reason I'm doing this, yes, the winning is a benefit, but at the same time, when I went into this overall, my mindset was not on the ground. It was mainly to push myself, to new
Personal
things.
growth.
Yes, and also to show up for my community because many people are actively advocating for the community on the streets, and a lot of the Instagram posts are very visible. My advocacy is sometimes in private because I have to advocate within corporate spaces.
Understandable.
Which I feel
Which is also
underrepresented,
Yes, it is.
and that is why that's kind of my narrative. I want to push for inclusivity in the workplace, and not just have a committee, because most companies are just have it as a committee, but actively work towards an inclusive space where both heterosexual people and queer people can work together and not have their sexuality be seen as a difference or the reason for people not wanting to.
True that, because in my mind, the HR lady, okay, yeah, says a lady, she's not a lesbian. I work place. So the LGBTI community in some workspaces are underrepresented. The nice thing about UCT, they have a whole community that they support. But when it comes to your personal work life, it's hard. I mean, there's certain jobs that also they stray away from it. The nice thing about I work for the city of Cape Town, so the city of Cape Town is always one of those things that try to be everywhere. So at least have that as an art. But I know for some people it isn't. So it was.
Well, in finance, that's one of those that people don't really pay attention to. Like where I work, it's quite globalism. It's getting there. Not to say that it's where it needs to be yet. There's a lot of work that can still be done. But it's through the conversations, through showing up as my true self, is the way people then find out. Or then I need to educate them. And I don't mind that. There are some people that believe that they don't need to educate others. And they shouldn't have to, because certain people that have to educate the world. So it's not my job as a queer person to teach people. But I do it because I can. I'm in that. I'm in that setting. So it's kind of.
If you could change something at your job today, you can write the date, it's part of the code of conduct. But even if it's not to do with the LGBT community, what would you change at your workplace?
I definitely think collaboration is something that
Forced collaboration.
no, not force it, but more so encourage it. Because there is collaboration that takes place, but on a bigger scale, and with various departments. So not just collaborating with in your own department, but collaborating with different departments. Because there's so much you can learn from other people, and in conversation, that is, I think, where the best ideas can sometimes come from for businesses. And so it's in having those discussions, creating those platforms where you can have open discussions and not have it frowned upon. That is definitely something I want to work with.
You seem very corporate.
I am. I love it.
What is that? There's so many beautiful people that have joined Cape Town Pride corporate companies, and I think they would love someone like you running them or being associated with them. So yes, Cape Town Pride next partner.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, no, this Cape Town Pride, I love Cape Town Pride. It's a party.
I've never taken one, so that's why I went to. Listen, I'm very new to the pageant scene.
No, wait, you haven't taken part in the Pride in March, or you haven't taken part in the Pride pageant? Oh yeah, I understand. That's always something I tell people. If you're going to take part in Pride, don't know so much about the pageant. Just put your stuff in volgens. Lê recht met je bestaan. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
You'll be one of the contestants taking part in the Mr. and Mrs. Sovereign Racing, which will be on the 1st of November for 180 Rand. You are contestant number? Number 2?
Yeah.
It's a nice number.
That's the last one.
Thank you. The crowd favorites. Thank you very much.
It's a lovely show, so bring my again.
Merchandise with fit. Thank you.
Thank you.